Hello student, welcome back. Today we will do the differentiation of exponential and logarithmic function. So you see, before doing the differentiation, I just want to give you a brief knowledge of exponential and logarithmic function. So you see, if you consider a function of the form fx equal to b to the power x, here b is called a base and base is greater than 0. These type of functions are called exponential function. So what we have seen? A function fx equal to b to the power x, where b greater than 0, that type of functions are known as exponential function. And remember, the domain of the exponential function is the set of real number. That is, domain of f is equal to r. Now, in this case of exponential function, if you consider a base, this b, as 10, then this is called common exponential function. So here I have written exponential function with base 10 is called the common exponential function. And in place of 10, if I take it as e, that means the function become e to the power x. Okay? The exponential function with base e, where e is a number lies between 2 and 3, is called natural exponential function. And we are familiar with that type of function, which is known as e to the power x. And that is a number which lies between 2 and 3. It is not required asked here, but you see, you understand or you can know this is the exponential series. The value of e is equal to this one. 1 plus 1 by factorial 1, 1 by factorial 2. This is not required in your course. That's why I'm not giving in detail. So just to remember that e is a number which is lying between 2 and 3. So hope you understand a little bit about this exponential function. Now you see, again if I consider b is a real number which is greater than 1, and if b to the power x equal to n, then we can take the logarithmic function like this. Log of a to the base b is equal to x. This is read as logarithm or log of a to the base b. This is the base b. And from here, exponential we can convert to logarithmic function. Okay, this is your logarithmic function. That means if fx is of this form, log of a to the base b, this is called logarithmic function. And if the base b is 10, here if you get 10, this is known as common logarithm. And if the base b is e, then it is known as natural logarithm. And you have to know one more thing, that is what? Often natural logarithm is denoted by ln. That means instead of log, you can write down it as ln also. Here we denote, and one more thing, that is what? We denote log of x to the base e as log of x. That means when the base is not written, we understand that the base is considered as e. And in this chapter and later on also, we have to know some properties of logarithm. Without proof, I just want to give you those properties. So you see, your properties are, which will be applied in logarithmic differentiation also. Some properties of logarithm or log. That is log of mn. That is when we have to take here base is not written means you understand the base is considered as e. Okay. So log of mn can be written as log m plus log n. That means product will convert to sum. Log of m by n, that is division, is equal to what? Log m minus log n. That is division is converted to subtraction. Then log of m to the power n, power. Power can be written as a product. That is the power will come as a product, that is n, and log of m will be there. And here one more thing, that is log of a to the base a. That means when the logarithm of the number and the base is same, it is considered as 1. So we can write down log of e is equal to 1. Because you see, base is not written means you understand that base is considered as e. So log of e value is equal to 1. Here also we have log of 1 equal to 0, log of 10 equal to 1, log of 100 equal to 2, and so on. 100, you see why? 100 can be written as 10 square. So 10 will come as a product to 2 log of 10. And log 10 is 1. So 2 into 1 is 2. Like that we can find out the logarithm of difference function. Actually logarithm, this chapter is a very last chapter. We don't require all the things here. That's why I'm just giving you the preliminary concept which will be used in our case. Okay. Now, after this, I just want to give you the logarithm of two different functions without proof. That is what? ddx of e to the power x equal to e to the power x. Try to remember it. Simple result. And if you have ddx of e to the power mx, that means m is a number, constant. It is product with a linear number expression. X, power of x is 1. In that case, the m will come as a product. M into e to the power mx, which can be proved by taking functions of function or using substitution of mx. In my previous video, I had given you one proof. That way we can prove this result also. And one more result, that is what ddx of log x is 1 by x. And ddx of a to the power x is a to the power x into log of a. This proof I'll do in the next topic, logarithmic differentiation. So we will now use this ddx of e to the power x equal to e to the power x and ddx of log x equal to 1 by x. That too now you try to remember. Okay. Now we go to exercise 5.4 of our book. Exercise 5.4, the questions are differentiate the following with respect to x. Simply you have to take ddx, all the question. Okay. So now your first question is e to the power x divided by sine x. So we have to take differentiation. That's why I'm writing here ddx of e to the power x divided by sine x. You see this is a function of x and this is also a function of x. That's why we have to use division rule, that is a quotient rule, u by v. The formula is v square, that is sine x whole square. Your u is ex, e to the power x, and v is sine x. So here we'll have v ddx of u, that means sine ddx of e to the power x minus u ddx of v, that is e to the power x ddx of sine x. Now apply the formula. Direct formula can be used here. So here what we'll get? Sine x, keep it as it is, the dx of e to the power x is e to the power x. E to the power x, keep it as it is, the dx of sine x is cos x. And this sine x whole square can be written as sine square x. You can stop the solution here, or here I have taken written one more line, that is e to the power x I am taking common. And then inside bracket we have got sine x minus cos x divided by sine square x. So this is the answer. That is the derivative. Now your second question is e to the power sine inverse of x. So you have to take derivative of e to the power sine inverse of x with respect to x. That is the dx of e to the power sine x. Now you see this is a function of x. That means you have to think it as x now. So thinking this as x, you can write down what? E to the power x formula. Is not it? And what is the formula of e to the power x? E to the power x is e to the power x into the dx of e to the power x. Dx of sine inverse of x. Then e to the power sine inverse of x remains as it is, and dx of sine inverse of x is equal to what? 1 by under root of 1 minus x square. After this, the next question number 3 is ddx of e to the power x cube. Here also x cube, think it as x. E to the power x formula is e to the power x into the dx of x cube. What is the value of ddx of x cube? E to the power x cube, and ddx of x cube is 3x square. Okay. Now let us go to question number 4. Your question is ddx of sine of tan inverse of e to the power x. So hope you understand what you have to do. Here you see this is a function of x, and it is here, if you think it as x, then it will take the form sine x. So let us this expression, that is tan inverse of e to the power x as x, then the formula convert to sine x, and ddx of sine x formula is cos x. So cos of this expression, and this expression you are considering as x, so take derivative of tan inverse of e to the power x. So that is ddx of tan inverse of e to the power x. After this keep you as it is. Here if you think it as x, it's take the form tan inverse of x. Functions of function or same rule I have applied. So tan inverse of x formula is 1 by 1 plus x square. So your x is, remember, e to the power x. So 1 by 1 plus e to the power x whole square. Again you have supposed that e to the power x as x, so take derivative of e to the power x. Then this will become cos of tan inverse of e to the power x. 1 by 1 plus e to the power x whole square can be written as e to the power twice x, and dx of e to the power x is equal to what? E to the power x. Okay. So your question number 4 is completed. Simple questions, is not it? Now let us go to question number 5. ddx of log of cos of e to the power x. Now hope you understand yourself what you have to consider as x. Yes, you have to think cos of e to the power x as x. Then it takes the form log of x. And ddx of log x formula is 1 by x. So it will be 1 by cos of e to the power x. And take the derivative of what? Cos of e to the power x. Now the next step, keep it as it is. Think e to the power x as x. Takes the form cos of e to the power x. Cos of x form. And derivative of cos of x is minus sine of x. So minus sine of e to the power x. You are thinking e to the power x as x. That's why take derivative of e to the power x. Okay. So the result is minus sine of e to the power x by cos of e to the power x, and derivative of e to the power x is e to the power x. Here I can do one simple conversion, that is what? Sine by cos will give you 10. So 10 of e to the power x into e to the power x. This is your answer. The next question number 6 is ddx of e to the power x plus e to the power x square plus e to the power x cube plus so on up to e to the power x to the power 5. So you see, you have to write down derivative of all the expression. So ddx of e to the power x plus ddx of e to the power x square, ddx of e to the power x cube plus ddx of e to the power x to the power 4 plus ddx of e to the power x to the power 5. This is the direct formula you can apply. So ddx of e to the power x is e to the power x. Here you have to think x square as x. Takes the form e to the power x. E to the power x square is e to the power x square. Take derivative of x square. Similar way, e to the power x cube is e to the power x cube. Take derivative of x cube. E to the power x to the power 4 is e to the power x to the power 4 because I have considered x to the power 4 as x. Take derivative of x to the power 4. And here plus e to the power x to the power 5 into ddx of e to the power x to the power 5. Then do the calculation for these results. E to the power x, ddx of x square is twice x, so twice x e to the power x square. ddx of x cube is 3x square. X to the power n formula I have applied. E to the power x cube. And here x to the power n is what? Nx to the power n minus 1. So 4x to the power 3 e to the power x to the power 4. The next is 5x to the power 4 into e to the power x to the power 5. So here this result is also completed. The next question. ddx of under root e to the power under root of x. So what is your first step, or what you have to consider as x? Under root, there is only one formula, that is root over x. So you have to think e to the power root x as x. Takes the form root x. ddx of root x is 1 by 2 root x. So 1 by 2 e to the power root x. ddx of e to the power root x. Now hope you understand. Keep it as it is. E to the power root x. Root x you think it as x. So e to the power root x is root x and ddx of root x. Okay. So 1 by 2 into e to the power root x, e to the power root x, and 1 by e to the power root x is 1. ddx of root x is 1 by 2 root x. So in a simple form I have written these things. Taking 2 and 2 together, 4 root x into e to the power root x, numerator e to the power root x. Okay. Next question number 8. ddx of log x. Here you think log x as x. Takes the form ddx of log x. ddx of log x is 1 by x. X is log x. And take derivative of log x. So result is 1 by log x and derivative of log x is 1 by x. Here the next question number 9 is ddx of cos x by log x. U by v rule. Two functions of x are there. So v square, that is log x whole square. P ddx of u formula. V means log x, ddx of cos x. Minus u ddx of v. So cos x log ddx of log x. Okay. So log x cos of ddx of cos x is minus sin x. Cos x ddx of log x is 1 by x. Here I have taken LCM of this result, that is x, and I write down it as denominator, it is x log of x whole square. X is multiplied here, x log x into sin x minus cos x. Minus sign taking common also, you can write down the result. Okay, so here this calculation is completed. Next question number 11. ddx of cos of log x plus e to the power x. So here it is a logarithmic function. So you see, this is a logarithmic function, cos function. This one you have to consider as x. Then result will take the form cos of x form. ddx of cos x is minus sin x. So minus sin of log of x plus e to the power x. And ddx of, you have to take derivative of this expression. That is log x plus e to the power x. Minus sin of log x plus e to the power x. And ddx of log x plus ddx of e to the power x. Okay. Using u plus v rule. Then keeping as it is, ddx of log x is 1 by x. ddx of e to the power x is e to the power x. So here your exercise 5.4 is completed. Hope you understand. So you listen the video properly, and after that only you do the solution from your book. Okay. Thanks for watching.